Hello, and welcome back to Wario World. You know the mouth flaps don't work, but you get the goof I was going for. So this is Wario World. This game seems really neat. I've never really played it all that much. I have no idea how much I played as a kid. Now we've surpassed how much I played when I bought this game a couple years ago. Because I was like, yeah, I want to play this video game. Yay, woo! And there goes Wario, woo! Hooray! Okay, so let's get into the real shit. The episode, Greenhorn Ruins. Wasn't that excitement? This is, yeah. Okay, so here's the Treasure Square Courtyard. Okay. Yeah, this is the first level. And this is the second level. They seem to have the same name. All right. Cool. The levels are not differentiated in their names. I guess it's just like Act 1, Act 2, but they don't even go as far to... Oh, the treasure was underneath there. That's good to know. I was wondering last episode, what can they hide in boxes? Or blocks, I suppose. The answer is a lot. They can hide the things where treasures go. They can also hide the buttons. Damn. Okay, well, we're learning a lot this episode. And what did we just get? Oh, it's a plate. Okay, so we got an urn and a plate, so we're probably going to be getting pottery in this level. In the last episode, I think we were getting jewels, right? Yeah, I never checked the last two jewels, but here's the back of a topaz. Neat. And there's an emerald, which it's more minty than emeralds tend to be. You know, I was about to say, because when I think of an emerald, I think Pokemon, so I think of a deeper green, but I just realized, I don't know the last time I saw an emerald. For all I know, pull out a mad move. It's a mad move. Okay, mad moves. Rotate the control stick to do a wild swing ding. This game's great. Okay, so the mad move is our wild swing ding, and we also have the pile driver, which, as we've learned from the last episode, is the best way to take out enemies, because we just grab this guy, and oh no, there's a bunch of the little dinosaurs. Who cares, because we can Beyblade let it rip and destroy them all, and we just spin up a bunch, and numbers go up, and I have no idea what they mean. I think that 79 might be the amount of enemies we killed. Maybe it persists between levels. The wild swing ding is a spinning move. Master the finer points of these two mad moves to turn gears, break down iron doors, and deal with tricky chaps. Okay, yeah. Deal with the tricky chaps of the Wario world. Use your head, a Wario, and I will use my head, a Wario. Okay, so cool. So not only are these our combat moves, but they're also used for puzzle solving, but I mean, the puzzle solving is as basic as I'm going to spin this guy in the direction the arrow has foretold, and we're going to continue on with our life. And yeah, we did get that other treasure from back there, so we're good. So I think it's time to okay, no, it's just a monster creator. I thought it was creating a monster every time I punched. Can I kill them? Like, my normal punch isn't doing anything, but it is flashing red when I do the wild swing ding, which also answers my question from last episode of, do my moves deal different amounts of damage? So yes, okay. Punch number at the top, amount of enemies we killed, it persists between levels. There was okay, the tornado is how many times I spin, I think. Is there an upper limit on how many times where you can spin? Is that determined? It's probably determined by the enemy's health or something. Okay, cool, and we can destroy the enemy creator. I don't know if there's a benefit or reason to doing so, but we have done so regardless. And you know what, I'm just gonna kill this one, because I don't know how this game plays. I don't know if we'll receive any benefits for destroying these things, if they can hide, the golden statues or the like in it. Can you give me a big guy? Because well, I guess we can just spin this around. Why the hell not? It feels like the Wario head should be treated a bit more valuably than just something we're gonna do a wild swing ding with. But all right. God, you're only giving me little ones. Can I have a big boy? May I have a big boy? Please, sir, may I have the big... There's the big boy. And it took my brain a second to realize... Okay, cool, it's dead. Is there any reason to have done that? I mean, I guess there's the money. We still don't know the point of the money. I didn't Google that, but I did Google, and this game was actually made by Treasure, which now that I think about it, I probably should have looked at what other games Treasure has made. Okay, so I wasn't sure, but Treasure were the Gunstar Heroes people. That was apparently their first game. Way to knock it out of the park with game one, making Gunstar Heroes glue globes. Okay, so glue globes are probably the sticky balls that we've seen previously. And actually, before I move on, there was oops, I've fallen. Does this mean we fall into... Okay, so we fall into a Unithorn layer. Is this the same... I think the layouts... Oh, no, that's spring. I think the layouts different than the first world. We weren't able to ground pound this. What if I pile drive this? Is this one of the tricky traps of the world? It seems it would be. Oh, Wario. Okay, so whenever you fall into a thing, Wario like has a falling animation. But are spikes gonna come out of this? No. Okay. The blocks made it look like spikes were gonna come out. What? This is just the puzzle's literally just a walk across this thing. Is that it? This area in particular is giving me some like monkey ball feels. God, I said the word feels and then felt bad about it, but it is, you know, weird abstract area, you know, floating in the sky. It invokes the feelings of Super Monkey Ball, of which I've only played one game. But oh, why can't I jump? Am I just pushing the buttons wrong? Does Wario need a bit of lead up time to before he can actually jump? Okay, so I am jumping. I'm just not jumping very far, so I'm guessing the jumping, you know, I'm just not getting the moment. Oh, hey, I want to see that animation again. This game's great. Oh, no! Apparently, if you stay on that animation too long, you fall. Normally, in video games, you can stay on that animation forever, and it's good, but why did I for some reason, my brain was just like, oh, I can make that jump. I'm like, no, I've been failing this jump over and over. What if I just do a... You can just do a normal... I'm an idiot. Let me hit this thing and make the glue globe go up. And come up here and get all the good things. There's a lot of money up here. I don't know how... Oh, what if I... Oh, can you not absorb... Okay, you can't absorb stationary money, so I'm just gonna get a move on. You know, I don't know how important... Well... I was gonna say I don't know how important money is, so I don't know if I should go out of my way to collect all that coinage. But you know, it doesn't matter because we're doing it again. So now I'm feeling vindictive. Can I collect? No, you cannot collect stationary money. Or I guess money that's just always out. I mean, stationary is probably a fine word for that. But you know, you can't collect that money. It's not collectible. It's only the spoils that come out of your enemies. Your treasure, which was turned into monsters by the fiendish Black Diamond, the newest Steven Universe enemy. Season 6 is coming, y'all. But no, the monster turned the other monsters or turned the monies into monsters. But you know, the lesson learned that is money was the monster the entire time. I feel like there was a point I was going to make at some point. You know, Monkey Ball, it was just a walking puzzle, basically. Neat. Cool. So something I meant to speak about in the last episode. Oh, Treasure as well. Treasure made some good games. They made Mischief Makers, which that's very much what I was talking about in the last episode, with like weird, like early game. Oh, for some reason I thought I would like hang in the air for longer if I did the punch. I had like Mario on the brain, I guess, where like all of Mario's like extra moves make him like stay in the air longer. And why aren't those? Oh, the spike balls are on a rotation, so they stay. They stay in for longer than they stay like on the outer ring. The outer ring, they immediately start coming back, and I tried to stay in the air for longer doing a punch again. It's not exactly how this game works. We could spend some money and heal, but I don't particularly feel the need to. And there's wait, why am I doing? I was like, for some reason I was like, oh, I should just jump over these guys. I probably should just hit them. That's what Wario's good at, hitting things. Was there a thing I missed? Was there two? Let's see, this is the light green and the dark blue treasure spots. I'll have to remember that. Was there anything else down here? There's a jump I can't make. Looks like there's a wall in our way. Actually, the wall looked like it had legs. Yeah, the wall absolutely had legs. What if I probably should have done the charge throw instead of the spin throw. For some reason, my brain still isn't figuring out like the way that this game works. You know, I was like, oh, if I want to do a strong throw, I should spin. But, you know, we literally have a move to charge our throw. I don't know if I wanted to... Okay, that wasn't the answer to that. Maybe we have to come around from the other side. And that's just there to taunt us that, like, oh, you could make this jump. This wall wasn't in the way. So we'll just continue on. I'm trying to remember that we have that light green and the dark blue treasure things. Oh, is this an area up here, or is this just a roof? I suppose we can just walk through and see. Okay, well, there's a big enemy. Oh, and the big enemy's made a barrier. I guess we gotta fight this guy. Okay, he makes a little, like, weak minions. If I do a wild swing ding, yeah, that'll hurt him. Okay, so oh, it's like a Beamos. Neat. So I guess the gimmick with this guy is you can't hurt him with your normal moves, but you can hurt him with his little buddies that he makes. You know, one of those kinds of enemies where if he just chilled and didn't create children, we would be able to kill him. But thanks to this mini boss, is you know, if he just kept in his pants, he would win, because then we couldn't hurt him. Oh, is this the other side of that wall? Does the wall have a sad face? I want to get a better look at that. I want to see the wall's sad face. Hey, it just has like a little, like, oh man, like a little chubby sad face. This poor wall, and this isn't the wall we saw previously, actually. So, the story that I kept trying to get to, and actually, let's find the dark blue before we head back. I know that seems a bit, like, weird, because I was like, well, I need to find that and not forget, but if we head back, we're going to find the dark blue, so we should probably keep an eye out on that. There is an area beneath us, because we know that there was that, you know, that other wall that we saw. The other wall that we saw, I don't know. But I just don't want to, you know, go back for the green, and then I feel like I'm making progress. Is this area down there? Like, I feel like there was an area back there that we could have gotten to if I maybe jumped a little better. Actually, yeah, let's go take an eye. Take an eye out. Jesus. Take a look out for that. See what we can do. And then I'm gonna get to my stupid story about when I got this game when it first came out. That actually might. Ooh, my stuff. Oh no, I can. Okay, cool. I could jump up here. The dark blue switch was back here. It all worked out, baby. You know, it was perfect. The perfect plan, comprised by, if I may say so myself, the perfect boy. That's me. I'm the perfect. No, I'm not. I'm very clearly flawed. I'm, you know, think very hard about trying to play this video game and doing a bad job at it. Oh, you know what? We have enough money, or not? We do have enough money to afford it, but I wanted to pay for the garlic, just see what happens. He kind of like chef kisses a garlic out, which is cool. Since we were missing enough health to, you know, try it. I'll try not to buy it. You know, find out what money's useful for. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that enemy creator, because I don't feel like we want to kill it particularly, because it's like not in our way, and we didn't get anything from the last time we did it. And also we needed it to give us a big boy. So I guess we'll... Oh, the enemy creator is gone. Cool. The enemies despawn in this game in a very odd way. I don't really understand. Oh, you know what? Actually, I say that, but it's probably to do with like the polygon limitations. Like maybe there was like too much junk on the screen, so enemies respawn at a strange rate. With like, oh, maybe if you get too far there... Oh, did I spin this in the wrong way? No. I just wasn't hitting the thing. Cool. Let's move on. So let's, move on. We went back and we got the green, we got the blue, so we're good. Oh wait, actually, let me see that statue. It looks so weird without like the head. We just have like one arm and a body that's just floating. And I feel like we've been in the level for a little while, but we haven't gotten a lot of stuff. So I'm starting to get a little worried. Oh, here's the. Wait, did that? The ball's a face. I didn't even notice in the last level, but the balls that these guys shoot out have faces. Can you come out and can you make me some more balls, my man? Oh, is he too nervous to come out? Okay, let's let him attack. Oh no, look how sad his face is! He's so sad about his job as a cannon. Here, okay, I'm gonna stand over here. I'm gonna let him spin so he can shoot another ball, because I want to see the face on that. Oh, now it's just bouncing off the wall. Okay, let me see. Oh, it's got like some weird like goodnight moon face. Like, look at that. Oh, it's also a bomb. Yeah. Okay. I probably should have assumed that the artillery-looking turtle was shooting bombs, but I did not. So. It's finally time to talk about. I played this game around when it first came out. You know, I was a kid, so I had no idea of how close it was to release time. Actually, it might have been pretty close. I had Nintendo Power, so I think I remember seeing it in Nintendo Power and then getting it pretty soon after. So it was probably pretty recent. But the thing is, I did not purchase this video game. I got it from a good old place called Blockbuster Video. We were going on a family trip to Montana. I live in Texas. I've always lived in Texas. So it's a very big family trip, and we drove there. We went skiing. My cousins had much more money than us, and they were like, hey, we rented a ski lodge that can hold a lot of people, and we're inviting a lot of the family, so why don't you guys come? Because we helped them when they built their house. So they owed us. Actually, I don't remember the time frame, so maybe that happened afterwards. I don't know. The point is, we went on a road trip to Montana, so we were going to be in the car a very long time. The family in the car being my dad, my mom, my sister, and I. And 2004, I think, that means I was 11. So my sister would have been 8. So, you know, annoying ages for children. And my dad and I know that you guys don't care, but my cousins were in different cars. I think there were some points where we swapped around cars because my sister would be very annoying and I would be very annoying. No, actually, I rode in my parents' car the entire time because, and this is the important part, my dad had a stroke of genius, and I said my dad had a stroke, and then I was like, oh no, I need to finish that sentence very quickly. Oh, these blocks, you punch them and they go. And as we know, Wario can jump up 3, so he can get up there. But yes, my dad had a stroke of genius, not a normal stroke. And my mom had, like, you know, the generic ass, like, mom minivan car, and it had well, I was gonna say my dad ripped out a seat, and then I was like, oh no, I need to explain that, and then I just realized I should have just said my dad ripped out a seat and left it at that. But no, it had like seats you could remove. Oh, we have to kill a bunch of enemies in a short amount of time? Is that it? I don't know if there's an amount that they want us to kill. There's not a thing on screen. Oh, no, I was going to say there's 175 on screen, but no, that's the amount of enemies I've killed already. I guess it's just a bonus game to get some money. Maybe if we don't kill enough, it kicks us back. But my dad ripped out a seat, and he plugged in the TV that was in my room. It was like this old, like, CRT TV. Like, it was a real piece of crap. But, I mean, it was all we had, so, you know. And the fact that we got it into a car was great. Like, we used the, like, plug for, where you would put, like, you know, the plug that, like, makes fire or whatever for smoking. I've never actually used it, so I have no idea how that works. But there was, like, an adapter to, like, do, like, electrical plugs. And my dad plugged in that TV. And we brought my GameCube. And my dad let me rent this game. So he let me rent a game from Blockbuster, and I picked this one because I was like, oh, Wario, I know that guy. Oh, we just get treasure. Cool. I wonder if it's like a certain amount you have to kill, or if it's you know, directly proportional. That was the word I was looking for. Proportional to like how many enemies you kill. I don't know. We got treasure though, so cool, and good. So yes, I rented this game. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna play this Wario game I'd gotten, because, you know, at that point I had played, you know, Wario Land 2, 3, and 4, and I enjoyed them, even though when 4 first came out, I was a little disappointed by it. And man, this looks like just a Super Mario Sunshine level, and I've walked off the thing. And Super Mario Sunshine had come out at this point. Yeah, this just looks like Super Mario Sunshine. Can I walk up that? Nope, but I can jump and climb. Cool. And is there anything in the center of this, like, hex nut thing? No, that's not a hex nut. Hex nut would imply a hexagon that is a nut. This is just like some weird, like, plus shaped not nut. It also looks like it's made out of stone. So man, this camera is like very much confusing me at the moment, and even though it's me moving it, oops, and I walked into a spike because I was doing the confusing camera movements. Thanks me. So yes, I rented this game because I was like, yeah, Wario, you know, I like that guy. And then I played it, and I didn't play much of it because, you know, my dad wanted to, you know, be fair to my sister as well. So like, oh, Wario landed on a thing. That was neat. So he didn't just, like, you know, let me rent a game and call it there. You know, my sister didn't play a lot of games, and, you know, I was the good child. So my parents loved me more. I was the good child, but, you know, my parents were pretty fair to you know, both of us. But, you know, like, I had a bunch of video games, and they tried to get my sister into video games just because they knew how much, like, oh, that Game Boy really shut Zach up. They tried to do that for my sister, and that didn't work out so great. But to be fair, I think the only game they ever got her on Game Boy was, like, some, like, Sesame Street, like, math game, like, not, like, basically not a video game. So, like, you know, I can't blame her for not getting into video games. She had a cool, like, pink, like, Game Boy Advance, though. Or not Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. I don't think they ever got her Game Boy Advance because you know, she wasn't into video games. But, you know, my dad let her rent a game because he wanted her to shut up on the trip, too, you know? You couldn't just let Zach get a game because then Paige is going to be loud. But they didn't, actually, they didn't rent her game. They purchased her game. I don't know why they did that, because it was like, you know, I guess the idea might have been like, oh, Zach has plenty of games, you know, whether we buy or rent it, you know, who cares? But, you know, for her, you know, if it ends up being something she likes, then we'll have it. But they let my sister pick out a game, and, you know, like, oop, I almost fell into the Unicorn's Lair. You know, me and my sister didn't get along, you know, all that much as children. Like, it was fine, like, early childhood, fine. You know, the preteen years, not great. The high school years, very bad. But I do have to say, my sister might have secretly been a genius, because the video game she got was Animal Crossing on the N64, a game that I would have never thought to buy. And oh my god, like, the reason I have never played much of this video game is because we were on a car trip and we had Animal Crossing for the GameCube. Are you kidding me? Like, that game, like, just completely enraptured my sister and I. Like, we made a little town, we had the same little town, and it was fun, it was good. And also, when we first started the game, we didn't realize you could have multiple players, so when we named the character, we named them like our initials, so it was like my initial, her initial, our last initial, and then we realized you can make multiple characters, and then she got to make a character, that her character was her name, so then my character was just this weird, like, gross, like, code name, and I was, you know, I was like, oh no, I wish I had made I wish I had made Zach, but, you know, I was trying to be a good brother, but, you know, Animal Crossing ruled and completely enraptured me, for, like, I love the Animal Crossing. It's very good. It's just like everything I wanted as a kid. Like, I got way into Neopets because I just wanted to paint my stupid pets. And when I learned about HTML, and I was like, I want to make this, like, my pet page look good, and that was all what I was about. So the second I learned that there was a video game where you could decorate a house, I was done for. Which is funny because we had gotten The Sims. I think my sister was interested in The Sims as well. We had gotten one of the Sims games. I think it was Sims 2 for GameCube. And I didn't really get into that one. Like, Animal Crossing was the perfect level for me. For some reason, just Sims didn't click as well. Like, I just wanted to make a house, and all of a sudden, like, my guy had to sleep and go to work and stuff. And I was like, no, I just want to make a house. And the puzzle here literally just find the things. Oh, no, I was about to say, is there any, like, rhyme or reason behind this? But no, we can literally see the sparkles coming out of it. Is that it, or should I be on the lookout for more? Like, should I lift up all of these? I suppose we could just do a precursory, like, look at all of them. See if, like, anything's sticking out or if it's making any noises. Because I think some of the collectibles, like, make glowy noises. Yeah, like, I heard it. Yeah, like, hey, here we go. I heard the glowy for that. It was very faint, but I could hear it, and I think they only do 2. I'm really banking on them only doing 2. Like, it's been the rule I've seen so far, and I thought he was going to get me. I don't know if his bombs hurt us if they hit us, or if it's only if they explode. I feel like I've missed a big portion of this level. I suppose we can just check our totals. Many more of my friends are being held against their will up ahead. Yep. You'll be rewarded. Okay, that's interesting. It took till... What is that? That's Spriteling number 10 it took for them to tell Wario he was getting any kind of, like... I was gonna say monetization, but, you know, any kind of, what's the word? Recompense... Reconciliate... I don't know, You know, they normally start off the game very early on going, oh, Wario, you can have any treasure you find. Which actually, now that I said that, I don't think you... Oh, no, the mysterious figure in 3 does, I think, literally says, like, oh, you can have any treasure you find. Is this the end of the level, or is there something secret back here? What am I missing? I'm missing a red, I'm missing a gold, and I'm missing a treasure. So I am gonna have to go back and look in the level, and I accidentally... Oh, it only took 1, that's interesting. I thought it was gonna, like, play through the animation of doing them all. I need a big boy to open up that thing. Which will solve one of the problems we are having. One of the problems, or well, it could solve up to 2, I suppose. Because our red gem that we're missing, our gold could be in here. But I don't think they haven't hid a, yeah, like, they're both those things that I just said. They haven't hid, like, treasure in here, and oh, I can literally just walk across this. This isn't much of, like, a, like, I keep wanting to call these bonus rooms. I don't know if there's, like, a better thing to describe them, but these are just very much like, oh, here's a bonus room. Like, this literally just walking across. When I saw this, I was thinking, like, uh-oh, like, Super Mario Sunshine, like, there's, like, the weird level with the shifting, like, sand blocks that does something similar to this. I think I'm thinking of the Sandbird level, which I remember having a lot of trouble with when I played Sunshine, but this is literally just walk across this thing and take some money. Maybe you'll have to jump a couple times, and then you get to the end, we get our gold, we get our red, and we move on. But I did, in fact, miss a treasure, and it caught me off guard, but we've been collecting like pottery, and then we just get the NES. We also got this like Tanuki statue called the Lucky Figurine, and I can't tell if that's the Tanuki testicles or if it's wearing an apron. Sometimes they wear aprons. Speaking of Animal Crossing. Oops. Actually, is this? I don't think this is. If we fall down here, we'll end up in the unicorn lair. I just wasn't sure because I mentioned. Was it in the last episode or was it in this one? Where I think it was in the last episode where I mentioned. I'm not sure if there'll ever be a moment or we have to like run towards. Oh shoot! That actually answers a question I was literally about to say after I finished that sentence. Was, you know, we were told we'll constantly lose money down there, but we hadn't lost any money to my knowledge. But no, that once the unicorns grab you, they'll start to shake you out, and then you'll start to lose money. And I'm gonna go on the look because we're missing a treasure. And I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to where the treasures show up, because like the NES was the last one we found, and it's in the bottom right, which would make sense to me. But in the previous level, I don't think there's anything up here. In the previous level, the first treasure we got was in the bottom right. It was like behind the start, so maybe they thought they were being like cheeky, like, oh, you know, kids are never gonna think to check what's behind them at the start of the level. Ho ho ho! No no no. Okay, the battle thing isn't starting up again, so I don't think I messed up the battle thing. Is there anything beneath this? Doesn't look like it. It just looks like there's... I just backed up my head to try and see what was under there. I'm an idiot. We came back here. We hit this button. Did I break all these blocks? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll... Yeah, I'm gonna explore around the level and see what I missed, because there must have... I mean, obviously there's something... Oh, you know what? I don't think we ever came up here. Can I... Wario, do you gotta... Wario doesn't have a big enough jump to get up there, I don't think. If I jump on an enemy, do I get extra air? It does seem like Wario goes higher, but I'm... Oh, no, I actually ended up there. I was about to say it doesn't seem to be effectual, but I did end up here. And then I messed it up, and like, I was going for the glue thing. I missed the glue thing. Here, oh, here it is. Cool. I was just thinking like, oh, maybe we'll have to like do an edit, but no, we did in fact find it. I just I never came back there, which is funny. I was actually thinking like, I don't feel like I thoroughly explored this level, and it was because I didn't. I mean, that was the only thing I missed, to be fair. Yeah, all we have to do is whip the boss, which is, I believe, what it says on the to-do list for this level. And actually, I kind of want to stay up here, because I think if we stay up here... can I make this jump? I might actually be able to make that jump. Whatever, we'll just get a big boy and spin him around. It's not like it's difficult. It's not like we're hurting for big boys. This thing spit out 3 big boys. We'll Beyblade, let it rip, etc., etc., and we'll climb up this very strange-looking ladder. And we'll move on, and then we'll be good in the hood. And then we can fight the boss for this level. And, you know, I think we'll go and fight the boss for this world. I'm not entirely certain if the world bosses have their own stage or not. But we can go poke our head in and see what's up, you know. We can learn the game together. And if this episode ends up being quite long, then I'm sorry. And what's up? Oh, he's got like spiky arms. He's like a weird like you know, like sandworm. I feel like there's a name for those weird like trenchy thing. Like what do you call them? Like Trapinch is based off of them. The sand lions? Oh, sand lions. I think that's what they're called. Oh, and he was sucking me in very fast. Unfortunately for him, I can jump out better than he can suck. So it's a shame for you, Mr. Sand Lion, with guillotine scythe. Oh, nope. I for some reason was like, oh, if I punch him enough, he'll come out of his attacking animation. I was getting like all Bloodborne in here, like, oh, I gotta get super aggressive. And oh, I just noticed he's almost dead. Can I? No, I can't attack him while he's down there. He's making the ching noise, which I assume represents not taking damage. But he is down to his last, I was gonna say heart, but it's actually a skull for the enemies, which is a very good differentiation instead of doing like player enemy or, you know, something like that, or having like the hearts be a weird color. Just having like skulls represent the enemy's health. It's good. Wario doesn't really do a pose. Oh no, he does give the camera a thumbs up. It's very interesting because the amount of enemies you kill persists between the levels, so we're just gonna exponentially be gaining coins per level. Maybe it resets on a per worldly basis. And there we go. We got our other Wario statue. You know, there's only... I think there's only 8 levels. There may be like a 5th world, so maybe there's 10. But there's not very many worlds in the game. And having the... Well, actually, I was about to say... it would be cool if all of the statues for each individual world were different, but I think that one actually might have been different than the one we got in the first world. I'm not entirely sure. My memory is pretty bad. But yeah, oh, okay, yeah, cool. The Wario statues are in different poses. It's so good, because I was like thinking like, oh, that'd be super cool if they modeled, you know, different Wario statues for that. But now that I think about it, they don't really even have to make a new model. They just take Wario's model and apply like just gold texture over it. So yeah, that's super good, because I was just thinking like, oh, I bet they didn't do that, but they did. Each level's gonna get us different Wario things, and that's very good. Okay, let's see what's up with the boss of the world. Did we just get thrown into a big boss fight? Is our boss level? Nope, we're at Excitement Central Dino Mighty's Showdown, so I'm guessing Excitement Central was the name of the world. Oh, it's like a big K. Rool? No, it's like a big... It's like a Lady K. Rool, or a K. Rool wearing a bikini, and with like drill tails? Is that what you call the... oh, that's a shockwave. Can I Grand Pounder? Oh, I can Grand Pounder. Cool. I'm gonna eat my money, because I like my money. I like my money nice and eaten. And then we pick her up and we do a pile driver. And she's very strange and shiny, like that first boss we saw. I don't think that second boss wasn't all that. Oh, I should have assumed that there was a shockwave coming out. I didn't think. Oh, let's get out of here. What's she about to do? Oh, she did like a kick or a slap or something. She's got like a little tummy bandage, which normally means it's a weak point. Oop, nope, she's doing a belly flop. Oh, that's a different shockwave though. This is so weird. Don't really know what's happening. Oh, let's get out of Dino Mighty's way. Dino Mighty's such... That's good. I always enjoy... You know, Dynamite. You know, that's not a new pun. The pun's like, you know, old. You know, that pun's in tons of things. Oh, no. I wasn't raised high enough to Grand Pounder, it would seem. She doesn't know where I am. Can I punch her in the butt? I can punch her in the butt, but she's going to try and stomp on me. Her movements are pretty slow. She doesn't seem all that effectual. Like, oh, if you punch her little toesies, she does like a little, like, ow, you hurt my foot dance. That's good. I think she was about to do a special attack. She looked like she was charging up something. But it doesn't matter, because you're getting pile-driven, Dino Mighty. Oh, no, that shockwave, for some reason, like, my brain didn't process I should dodge it. And she's lifting her tail. She doesn't know where I am. Bring the tail down, please. Let's hop on a tail. She's gonna... Oh, I think she knows we're on her tail. She's kind of, like, looking for us. So let's jump off and punch her in what I assume is her weak point. Oh, nope. Oh, nope, she managed to get me. I tried to do a dash in the air, but the tackle button when you're in the air... Oh, what's she doing? Oh, okay. We're completely safe from her shockwaves whenever we're on her tail. She doesn't seem all that hard. Like, I mean, to be honest, this game doesn't seem all that difficult thus far. And I'm imagining it's not going to be, because this seems to be like a game for small children. You know, this doesn't seem that it's going to be all that difficult, but it is. This is a very interesting game. Like, that weird 3D game energy is just very strong with this game, and maybe that has something to do in part with treasure being involved. Maybe that's a thing that they do a lot of. I just kind of browse their games, and, you know, I saw, like, Mischief Makers, which was just like, ooh, that's weird 3D game energy, like, in a nutshell for me. That's a good game. I've never played all of it, but... Oh, it was weird. You could see Wario through her foot, and it took me a second to realize that the layering was off on that jump. Oh, she's doing multiple things. I think she was doing this before. Oh, she's down to her last health. I didn't even realize that we had pile-driven her 4 times. I thought it was only 3. Maybe she can take damage through alternative means. Like, yeah, she has, like, a tongue attack, and I don't think we've... Actually, like, I've always been, like, right up in her, like... I was gonna say her groin, which kind of sounded gross, but, you know, we're up in her business. And every time she does, like, her tongue attack, so I'm not sure what's up with it. I kind of want to see it, but I also kind of just want to go ahead and defeat her. Oh, what? Okay, so her spinning was intentionally to try and get us on the tail? Like, I thought she was trying to find us. And, you know, jumping around her feet probably isn't the best way to avoid her feet, now that I think about it. I want to see her tongue attack. Let me... Oh, is she doing it? No, she's doing a belly flop. She's doing another belly flop. Oop, I jumped at the wrong time. Let's just go ahead and defeat her before I die. I wanted to see that tongue attack, but whatever, Dino Mighty. Get out of here, as the Wario would say. The Super Wario, because he's super in my heart. She spit out money. There's her tongue. Her tongue that we never got to see the attack for. No money? Yeah, no money for the boss. Oh, but we get like an actual, like... No, Wario's just thinking. Okay, he's thinking. He's like, yeah, I did do a murder. I did it. It's clear. And then we get to see all of our spoils, and then they just go ahead and show you, hey, here are the statues you got, just in case you didn't realize they were different, and Like I almost didn't. But cool and good. We are done with Excitement Central, Greenhorn Forest. We have collected a key of some sort, which leads me to believe that is either a World 5 or just the final boss. Seeing as the boss levels for the game are just bosses, I'm willing to bet that is just the final boss. Maybe it'll have a little level because it's the final boss. Who knows? So maybe there's a level, maybe there's a level and a final boss, but I'm guessing that leads to the final boss at the very least. And actually, we finished 2 levels. Did we get treasure over here? Because there were, there were all the little things. And they seem to be... Yeah, they're faces of characters from WarioWare. Okay, so I'm guessing the idea is you link back to WarioWare, and maybe it gives you, like, special mini-games or something. Why do they separate them like this? This is so weird. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably like World 1, 2, 3, 4... Act 1, World 1, 2, 3, 4, Act 2. That's probably the idea between the separation. So I'm figuring out the logic behind it, because, you would think that World 1, would 1 and 1 2 would be next to each other, but no. They're split into acts, which also makes sense, but on a different level. Actually, what kind of levels do we have? So we had the forest with dinosaurs. We got a mansion with a circus tent behind it, and that looks like a big cannon. We got an icy mountain with a cactus and a volcano, and the lava's frozen in place, probably because the mountain's so cold. And we got the Illuminati and magic and a big boat. So I'm very excited for World 4 now. Actually, can we see the names of the Treasure Square Courtyard? Dynamite's... Oh, okay, so all we had to get, was Dynamite's key. Spooktastic World Horror Manor. Oh, actually, should I be looking at I was thinking, can I see other levels that we haven't gotten yet in there? But maybe I shouldn't do that, so it'll be, surprised when we get to them. And I'm not, we can see the general level theme just by looking at it. So, I guess it's not that big of a spoil. But that's not the point. The episode is over. We beat Dino Mighty and Excitement Central. Next time, we're going into Spooktastic World... What was it? Spooktastic World Horror Manor. What a good name for a world. I'll see you guys then for that.